mean, I wonder what the quality is. I changed the latency to the lowest settings possible, so hopefully you get quicker reactions and stuff, but we'll see how it is. Oh, look, my break low VWAP. It's not gonna be buenos nachos. Quality seems pretty good. Seems good. I don't know how long we'll be live, but I'll do it for a little bit. I didn't want to make a video. I figured live would be better anyways. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. The champ is here. Boom, 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 boom. I think you just want to hold VWAP, to be honest, man. Honestly, I don't think like that. I think it's like this area right there. Can we hold? We want to. Nasdaq honestly doesn't look that bad. Holding the daily very strong. We have lunch kind of happening pretty soon as well. AMC's dipping below. That's not good. Hope everyone's doing well. Fire up the likey button. So put no Cappy coin. I don't know. I haven't been following cryptos at all. Like at all. I mean, I've been making quite a bit trading. So there's no need to pay too much attention to cryptos. All cryptos are kind of hurting pretty bad right now. One thing I do like, so everyone knows, probably come back. I got a little bit of gap this morning, but it was just like, I saw a lot more downside probably coming. Maybe a dumb play. A picture for the memorable Memorial Day weekend trades. I have no idea. I don't think anything too positive is gonna come from Memorial Day weekend. I mean, if anything, you probably should like try to not trade anything over that weekend. It's gonna be a really short week, so typically short weeks are not the best to trade. Where's the Insta? I don't really use Instagram. Pretty anti-social media. It's a hassle. It's a job. Man, yeah, Nasdaq coming down, and then through lunch, this is kind of like, worst case scenario right now. The bad thing is like I had the target of like 13.9 for Nasdaq. Super possible, my opinion. Like highly probable too, right? I think it's highly, highly probable. We didn't even get a double top here, so that looks good as well. So maybe we push down and then we pop back up. People were saying margin call and really stupid stuff in other streams and stuff that I was seeing, and no one's getting margin called. The consumer confidence rating just came out today and it was really negative. So it was like markets don't do good if consumer sentiment is negative. It gives a negative outlook on spending. So yeah, man, what is a mistake to use more? Probably a mistake, yes. Start stream AMC dips. Come on, man. Yeah, I know. I am only doing the stream because the Discord wanted the stream. That is the only reason. I'm kind of tired still. OBV still looks really good. Let's go to the 4 hour really quick on the OBV. I've kind of just been like watching the price of AMC all morning. So this is what I'm worried about right here. Does this happen? Do we get a double top on the OBV and push down? That would be gross. Now, I mentioned, though, we'd push higher in my video yesterday, the troll video, kind of. I mentioned that we get a push higher than that 14.5 on this push is based on how the OBV looks. Even if we were to double top, we need a higher. And we did. We got a $15 push. The rejection at $15 is pretty crazy, honestly. But then again, if you look at what happened, that Nasdaq was just getting rejected the whole time. So it was like the market wasn't. I mentioned we'd probably need the Nasdaq to move with AMC. We're still holding 14.4, but things could get out of control in a hurry. But I still think it looks good. I mean, again, I have like plenty of time on my calls. It's not like I'm in a rush. Nasdaq just turned red. It's been red for a hot minute. Get out of Robinhood. What are your thoughts on NEO? I like NEO long term. I think NEO long term is fine, but am I looking at it right now to play? No. A really great diversification of a business. See how it's holding that? That's what I like. So this is good. It's holding that. If it can hold above the VWAP and then get a flag going, that's pretty beneficial. Farmageddon gives. I don't care about these cryptos right now. I found a majority of the order flow from Webull goes through Citadel. Most of these little brokers do. So yeah, if you're really like interested in not like using Citadel at all, like then get off of Webull, Robinhood, go to like a real like TD Ameritrade maybe. I think TD is used by Citadel as well. I don't think E-Trade is though. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Morning more coffee, exactly. I know today was a good morning. We had to treat ourselves. Got Starbucks. Got some of the egg white bites. Strong little low fat, high protein morning. It's a good day. Maybe it's just no carb, high fat. I don't know. It's one of them. Dun 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 dun. Any options you playing for AMC? I have $13 call options for June 18th that we bought right here. We bought like right here. I mean, we're holding like 12.4 is holding like solid. We're holding VWAP. That looks good. You start losing VWAP though, historically, you don't look good. Just saying. This climb has been really nice. We've been holding VWAP the whole time. Do you want to see continued? Thoughts on Nokia? Yeah. Interactive Brokers is super good. If you're into options trading and like, even if you're in the United States, but I know especially out of the United States, Interactive Brokers is really nice. I've heard good things about them. But like me personally, I just got into E-Trade at like early on because friends used it. And then I just like, I got comfortable with it and I like it. I don't have a problem. What kind of coffee do you drink? I had black coffee with a little bit of steamed half and half. That's it. Can you show how much up they are? Pure curiosity. Well, I got some like people were getting mad that I was posting how much. I don't know what people want. I don't want to come across as a douche, but I mean, obviously, I'm joking around like when I do some other stuff. But like, it's not about like just showing how much more money I'm making than anyone else. That's not the point of it. The point is to show that there's some logic in the craziness, right? I was up about 20,000 when we were at 14.8. I think right now I'm up about 14,000, almost double, like a little under double. So right now I'm up. It's saying 49%, so 11, which is still wrong. But yeah, it should be like 65%. So because it's showing the 20,000 and 33 right now, so 13,000 of it. It's not gonna be able to. I don't have the thing set up on my new computer yet. For my iPhone at least. So we'll see. But the IV is going up. Look at that, dude. I'm telling you, the Nasdaq's getting crushed. The fact that AMC's holding up right now is good. But I'm telling you, if the Nasdaq keeps hurting, chances are AMC might not hold up. I'm just saying. People are going to get mad by that statement. But short term at least. Short term. Right? Let's go to AMC Implied Volatility. I want to see this. Yeah, see, it's slowly. I mean, the volatility still isn't there. We need like a day. We need like 2 days of this, to be honest. If we can get like longer than like a day or two, like maybe going into like to Thursday with this type of action, like just pushing up, man, this implied volatility with spike. It looks good. I mean, it looks like we're getting that movement we want, no complaints. But it's not even close to where it was before. In all honesty, like see how long this lasted last time, right? We pretty much had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, give or take. We had a while, but these big spikes were huge, right? And we haven't even really had maybe like one of those spikes, nothing too major. So we need to get another one of those spikes to really start seeing the profits on the options. I mean, we're seeing good profits. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like crazy spikes yet. I think X bounces here. I don't know, man. I'm pissed off with steel. I'm so pissed. I could have made so much on that crap. Maybe it's gonna follow indexes though. It's probably. I mean, it's a safe play with indexes if you think about it. Anytime you're playing a commodity based on indexes, it's a good play. It's a lot lower risk than playing something like Adobe or like a big tech. What I like right now though, I'm not gonna lie. For as far as other stocks, I'm liking for options. I like Gap because they have earnings coming up, but I mean, obviously they're hurting right now. You have. I liked Southwest a little bit. I like Carnival. A lot of the reopening plays are looking pretty good. AMC's hurting. Yeah, it might come down a little bit. American Dream. I appreciate the $1. Appreciate it. Square was the play. Where's Square? Yeah, I mentioned it yesterday in the Discord, and I mentioned it. The problem is that I didn't know if Bitcoin was gonna hurt these guys, and obviously Bitcoin did not hurt him. That was a concern. Peloton was a more risk-free trade, so I played it instead. Tough. Mar and Riot calls. No, I'm good. I think they're terrible. Are you having storms again? Getting more lag? Is the connection bad? I'm getting good bitrate on my side. You guys got to tell me. I don't have any. My connection looks really good. I did turn down the latency though. I turned it down all the way so I can respond quicker. Yeah, I think yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, it should be pretty perfect this time. Yeah, it should be pretty clear. I changed some stuff, but then I also made the latency could have caused the problem, but because now I can respond a lot quicker, so less of a delay. You don't deal in any crypto, Tyler? Sometimes, but not primarily, no. I don't make my money in crypto. No. It's kind of like, I treat crypto almost like it's gambling, to be honest. That's what it is for me. I was kind of like trying to warn people too in the Discord too, just like with everything going on in crypto, like that, you know, only put in what you're willing to lose. And like what's going on right now with crypto is kind of the reason. See their volume. The volume's pretty decent today. So the volume yesterday actually, man, it really slowed down at the end of the day, right? Like after lunch, there was no volume. You essentially went from like 90 mil, I mean maybe like 20 mil volume, but it was nothing. You saw literally complete stagnation. I mean, first 2 hours of trading, we're sitting at 71. Pretty decent day. Holding VWAP as well. That looks really good. I mean, that stuff looks really good. OBV on shorter time frames looks good as well. The fact that the Nasdaq's getting shredded right now and AMC staying above 14.5, these are all good things. You know what I mean? You can't be mad. When Bitcoin goes up, Mar and Riot go up the same. The opposite when they go down, both go down together. It's a bad mentality to have because I think more people and more funds are getting out of Riot and getting out of Mara. I believe the discrepancy is becoming less and less, and the volatility is becoming less and less. So they're becoming not as good day trades, in my opinion, personally. That's just me, though. I think that slowly all that volume is going to just flow straight into Coinbase. And that's where smart money will be trading because, I mean, that's going to be the safest trade that there will be for crypto. If you're interested in investing in crypto, that'll be the safest trade because that's where majority of all funds go through in America. The average IV, it's right there. This is free, by the way. You just type in AMC Implied Volatility, make an account on Market Chameleon. It's free, and you just research it, and it'll come right up. It's like the first thing you'll click on. ZOM. ZOM's coming down to monthly, but I mean, like I said, in my opinion, if indexes fall under the rug gets pulled, probably coming down. Low possibility these stay up. The good thing is like U.S. oil is, skyrocketing at the moment. But you might want to go with like West Texas is probably a safer play, like CDEV, maybe FANG. Those might be the plays right now. It's hard to say. Oh man, my throat like super itchy. I appreciate if you like the video. It really does help the channel. Appreciate it. Would not be a good time to get into the AMC options. You don't want to get into options after you start pumping. So, I mean, it's the same thing I told everyone. Like everyone has the same thing. Yeah, everyone the same thing. We get the giant move up, and then we get to here, and like everyone's like, "Okay, should I buy options?" I'm like, "Why?" You know what I mean? Why? The volatility spiking. This was the time to get options. You broke above, boom. Like the ship is kind of sailed. The risk is so high now. And now if you're longing or trying to long the stock, you're buying it at the key resistance now or support, I guess now. But yeah, so be careful. Be careful. Also, what's your rule for buying options? What do you need the IV to be under, vice versa for selling? I mean, I don't have a specific rule for what the implied volatility has to be at or anything like that. it does give me a strong indicator of when's a good time to get in and when's a good time to get out, especially when to get in, not too much to when to get out. I try to get out when the IV is still pretty high, so it doesn't matter to me. But I mean, the chart tells me most of the things I need to know. You should have a water near you, Tyler. Your cough seems like when you talk without breaks. Coffee, baby. I just recommend people that are putting a lot of money into options and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't be greedy. Like people, I mean, even people in the Discord, they just held. You know what I mean? Like even on the last dump, and it's not a smart move to just hold the whole time. You have to know when to take profits, and if you have no idea when to take profits, then probably don't touch them. I mean, look at the Nasdaq looks horrendous. Can you fix your Brazinger Pro link? Yeah, I'll try to fix it later. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're hearing family as well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, crap. Got some Friday calls, 15. How do you feel about them? It's pretty risky. I don't know when you bought them, but they look good. They look good. Somebody getting a buzz cut? No, I think it's someone like next to me cutting trees. Dude, someone like, I don't know what, they have something in their, someone has built something in their backyard. And it's like, maybe a pond, because like all of a sudden frogs are now in this like here. I don't know how. And I got my other neighbor that's like a professional landscaper who landscapes his yard every day. I'm like, dude, you can't cut that much stuff. Are you planting trees and cutting them down? What is going on? So yeah, I don't know. It's infuriating. So between him doing his landscaping and then his daughter doing her karaoke all the time, and like they blare the karaoke. It's like Selena. It's Selena music. It's Taylor Swift, and then something random every time. But Selena and Taylor Swift are steady every day. My dad cuts his grass daily. What do you think about Palantir? Palantir's, I don't like, okay, so I mean like long term, everyone knows my opinion on Palantir. I think they're great. But like short term, like it's like I don't really have an opinion short term. And the market looks like trash today, so I'm just not like trading anything. Like some of these look decent. Like Snow looks like could bounce a little bit, but looks like it wants to dump pretty bad. Like some of these tech plays, like they have a lot of room to go down. That's Nasdaq is scaring the crap out of me, because the last time we saw the Nasdaq, poop its pants, we remember what happened to AMC. Just saying. I'm doing good. What's going on with Root? I'm not watching Root really right now. I don't have any at the moment. But I mean, the stock market, Root's getting shredded right now. They had decent earnings, EPS. They pumped up. Market dumped down, and they just kept coming down. I'll be looking to add some, though. Stock, specifically. Just stock. We'll see. I have no cut. You know what we might do? If you want, we could do a Twitter Spaces during these live streams so people can jump on and talk. Would you guys like that? I don't know. Would that be fun? I feel like I could get banned, but we'll see. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Is he cutting tile? He has to be cutting like tile, sandstone or something. Holy crap. Just out there cutting sandstone. No, I don't host Clubhouse, no. I don't really like the voice stuff. It's okay. Oh, good push, good push. I'm gonna turn my mic down. I'm gonna turn my gain down. That's what I'm gonna do. So I guess it might be a little quieter, but that's annoying the crap. I mean, it's probably annoying the crap out of you guys. I'll turn the gain. All right. How's the? I mean, obviously I'm gonna be quieter now. There you go. ASMR. Just turn up the Taylor Swift. I mean, right? Yeah. I'll probably do it in the stream or in the Discord one day when it comes on. All right, good. Yep, good. I was gonna stay really close to my mic or it'll pop. Nasdaq. I mean, anytime you're seeing a bounce on the Nasdaq, AMC goes. So that's the really good part that I'm watching for right now, right? Anytime you're seeing these indexes bounce, people say SPY. I mean, SPY is following the Nasdaq. They look identical. Like, you know what I mean? They look maybe. And this is just zoomed in more, and it's 100. It's traded 24/7, so it looks a little different. But essentially, they're trading the exact same. So people are saying, "Oh, AMC follows the SPY, not the Nasdaq." I'm like, dude, they trade the exact same. Like the chart's identical. So, but anytime you're seeing any bounce on indexes, you're seeing AMC move up. It's flagging as well. Like that does look good. Like it looks really positive. The rejection we saw at the rejection we did see at 15, that was gross. I'm not gonna lie. Do you have an audio interface with that mic, or just plug it in directly to PC? So I don't have a. I can use an XLR on it. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if is it worth paying the $400 because it's basically have to buy the amp, or the. Yeah, basically you have to buy the amp, the XLR, all the connections. Like, do I really want to pay for that? Like, it's not like I do too much stuff, like, as far as stream. I mean, I stream and stuff, but it's like, would it be that huge, you know? I don't know. Thoughts on buying options on ticker BKNG? I'm not really playing. I mean, you can ask people in the Discord right now. I've been really concerned. I'm not touching this. I wouldn't touch them. But yeah, I've been really sketched out about playing almost anything and everything right now. So I think there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. Only things I'm liking are reopening plays. I like Gap a lot. They have earnings coming up. If they come back down to 32, I'll probably add a lot. I like those a lot. I think those are high probability of going into the money. Any options you buy down there. I don't like any car companies at all. I think reopening plays are just hot right now. Like Love had a really great bounce this morning. We mentioned them a little bit in the Discord. I didn't suspect them to have that big of a bounce though. Casinos are doing well. It's because it's going into summer, so you're just having that move and shift. Nike's been doing okay as well, but they're just kind of a slow mover. Tech has been good. Tech has like treated most people well. It's just like you got to get in and get out. They're almost all day trades. If you're looking at tech, I think cruise lines are good. They're getting back above support, getting a little bit of a retrace today. A lot of people like Snap. I think Snap has more room to go up. It hasn't had that $62 test. That's pretty big. Sundial. A lot of people talking about Sundial. Don't care about it. I'm not going to lie. Don't care about Sundial at all right now. Ever since it broke below $1, I was like, whatever. Wouldn't touch it. The 10-foot pull. Square's obviously done well. Trending up, holding VWAP. Until it drops below VWAP, I think it's a good trade. At least to the upside. Tilray, obvious trash. That would have been an easy put right there. I'm really surprised oil companies aren't having more spark. It's kind of interesting to see because oil is doing so well, cost per barrel. So that's interesting. What happened with Trey? I have no idea. What do you mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Tyler, we are flying with you all the way. Gosh, y'all are trolls. I don't know what I guys. I don't like talk to Trey all the time or something. I barely talk to that dude. Dude, I hate I hate society. So the probability of me talking to other people that aren't on my stream, it's like low probability. Who's calling me? I don't want to talk. So, yeah. DoorDash, they actually done pretty well. I think Airbnb is going to have a little bit of a push up. I know valuation has been a pretty big issue with these guys, but I think Airbnb going to summer has a decent, I think like a 150. It's pretty generous. I'm pretty like conservative. They look really good. Corsair has been like one of those long-term plays, but they just never pop up. A lot of people like on MVIS. I think they look good as well. I liked them down here, like at $14. I think they're getting ready for another push up. That $15 mount looks really good. That looks really, really good right there. I like that a lot. Nokia pushed back below $5. They're kind of just going to trend at this $5 range up there. I wouldn't touch them now. Are you putting anything in GME? No. GME looked really good yesterday at 180. That's where I thought GME looked really good, just because they had earnings going on this week. So we'll see what happens. Also, too, I'd be a little concerned too with AMC on the options end, with their earnings coming on the 27th, because you just never know what will or could be said. So keep that in the back of your mind. Just got some August 17th $40 for dirt cheap. Whew. Yeah, coffee is not hidden right now. That's far out. $40 are their lottos. They either pay you or you lose your money. You know, there's no like probability. It's like either you get a squeeze or you lose your money. You know. Hey Tyler, can you please check out my Reddit post I made that covers Corn shareholders? I don't know where it is. Post in the Discord, I guess. Yeah, it's 191. Yeah, I pushed up to like 194. I think 195. Yeah. Anyone in Discord talking? Let me make sure I'm not ignoring anyone in Discord. Rip all the YouTubers yesterday. It'll probably drop a move, so it might. I'm trying to look through these comments. It's trying. How's the volume look? Volume is kind of holding up there. GME's performing pretty well. Like, no complaints here if you're in a GME. Looks pretty amazing. It's just stagnation right now. But I mean, honestly, like looking at it, got a flag. It's like you break out. If you break out, it looks really good. It looks phenomenal if you start breaking out. Let's go to like the 15-minute. Yeah, 15-minute. Let's go to like 5. We'll tilt the 5-minute for a second just to keep an eye on this. OBV pushing down a little bit. Not terrible. What's your Twitter? It should be option drops, right? Yeah. Let's see. What is it? Yep, option drops. Oh, y'all see Belmont Capital? I think he deleted his website. Look. Capital.net. Dude couldn't even afford the .com. Yeah, he took his website down. Look at that. Look at that, boys. Look what we did. We shut down the con artist. You're welcome, YouTube. That's honestly pretty great that we shut that dude down. That is like amazing. I'm like, that's kind of like accomplishment. I mean, that's like better than making money right there. That doesn't get any better than that. What happened with him? He's a scammer. What do you mean? Lunch should be over in about 30 minutes, maybe. Yeah. You're gonna want to see. You want to see the Nasdaq perk up after lunch. If it doesn't perk up, it doesn't look good. I think going into a Wednesday with this type of movement is terrible. In my opinion, Wednesdays typically are pullback days on the indexes. It's just, man, it wouldn't be good. And I think if we saw a big pullback on Nasdaq for options, it could hurt stock. I think you're fine. Rough Riders Anthem. His paper portfolio. Thoughts on Starbucks? Long. Yeah, man. GME it's holding better too than AMC. Volumes is stagnating a lot right now too. Really stagnating. Go to Discord. There's an update on Webull. I'm assuming people like it a lot. Any mining plays? Nope. Nope. If you're talking about crypto, no. I would not have any mining. I'm not going to have any mining plays in my long-term portfolio, or if I'm ever touching a crypto play, it's like really short-term, very short-term. Rubek Crash versus Minesweeper. Which one for gains? Blackjack. Dun, dun, dun. I might hop off and play some blackjack in the Discord and just chill and look at AMC. Because right now this is lame. What's going on? It's kind of boring. Let's look real quick. Just getting pushed. I mean, you're still holding. You're holding that range really well. You're not getting pushed under, like, it's showing that there's strength, which is good. You're holding right above VWAP, which is good. But we'll see. This is a 15-minute close coming up. We'll see how we hold. We'll see how we close. We have about 5 minutes left. Nasdaq getting a push up. Yeah, we're coming back from lunch. This is good. Right, it's like 12 o'clock on the dot. Think it's going back to 14. I don't know. Bro, crypto is making me a millionaire when I hit this dude on WhatsApp. I'm rich. Pretty much, right? That's Belmont. Belmont, I mean, I have a screenshot somewhere. Do I have it? Oh, I deleted it. I deleted it because I saved a picture over it, I think, for a thumbnail. I don't know. Dude's a con artist, bro. 100 a share is not Lambo money. I mean, it kind of is. I mean, it is. It is Lambo money, depending on how you played it. But yeah. I'm feeling good about AMC. Got it at 9. Yeah, like stocky people should feel, dude. People should be chilling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why even be concerned? Like, you know, your aspect on stock should be just like, you know, the holding type play. It's totally different than anything else. Did he pull his YouTube channel? I don't know. Did he? Is it not there on YouTube anymore? That'd be funny. Yeah, it's still here. He doesn't make content anymore though. Yeah, tough loss. Tough pill to swallow. You hear your F-boy energy make AMC feel like a dead cat. Ryan, it's okay. It's okay. Oh yeah, not good. 15 minute, 3 minutes till close. Yep. We'll see here in a sec. Short-term capital gains with state tax is always a good motivation to hodl. Bucks and 4. Dude, yeah, Heat, look, they're getting smacked. So it looks like over there. CVA, CCIV due to tweet. Is it really? So CCIV, like, I think they're getting close to that lucid. Yeah, they're getting close. I'm liking them where they're at now. And I haven't always liked them. You know that. Well, I liked them a lot, and then they pushed back their delivery date. I was like, oh, God. Like, why? You guys are trolls. You know what I mean? So, wait, crap. It's May 18th. It's a week ago. That's not new. What's their tweet? This? Tomorrow, I guess, yeah. I mean, I think your hope and your prayer should be that they have a like an actual delivery date set. Like, that should be your, like, prayer, okay? But I mean, you're being kind of optimistic if you're thinking that way. So, I hope so, because they do. It's really good. It's great for the stock. If not, bad for the stock. Because that's really, I think that's the only catalyst, in my opinion, that I'd be looking for. It's if they go public with Lucid, like, once that changes over to LCID, it's gonna be really good. But getting that delivery date is like proof, you know, products out, stuff like that. It's like further than Fisker, it's further than all these other, like, little companies. So that's what you really want, is that delivery date to be set in stone. And that's the concern because they're already supposed to have deliveries out by now, which they don't, obviously. You're holding that on the 15 minute. Like, you got a great candle back up on the 30, like 30 seconds left. We'll see. Like 15 minute, this is my favorite intraday chart to look at, just so you know. If you get, like, holding above it like this looks good. It does. I mean, yeah, I can't lie. It looks pretty good. I want to get, we need to see more pushing though. We need to see more. I mean, the implied volatility still is not there. I think it'll start kicking up more. I think it will. I want it to get to like 200 at least. Sorry, I'm trying to look. Homie, do I need to sell IPOE now? I don't know. It's hard to say. What did I say on X? It's probably dropping. I got out of X already, so I don't know. It's hard to say. I had a bad feeling about commodities after I got out of X. So IPOE, geez, look at it go. Holy crap. Man, yeah, I don't know. That's tough. That is tough. When is their I think their official like merger date, right? Like to when they become SoFi is in like a week or so, right? I mean, probably getting out of it before that merger date, before they make that swap over to SoFi is optimal. But it's like you're taking a chance on missing on some. But like we've seen what happens, you know what I mean? Like I love IPOE and I love PaySafe, but PaySafe got killed when they switched over. And I think PaySafe is like one of the top buys ever right now. I think it's one of the best buys that there is at this price. It's so cheap. I'm looking to buy them, to be honest. I'm looking to buy a whole bunch. And most likely I'll take about half of everything I've made off of AMC and stick it straight into PaySafe long-term hold. I love PaySafe. So, but you just don't know what's going to happen after the merger. It's a hard thing to say. ATV, Activision options. I like Activision a lot. They had great earnings. The only problem is you know, indexes aren't perking up that much. I would want to see some. I don't want to see a hold above the daily open. Oof, Reddit. Hey Tyler, I made a Reddit post. I don't have a link to it, so I can't do anything with it. I need semiconductors to come back. Yeah, I haven't been trading semiconductors. I mean, it was kind of hard to get them higher than they were at because you had so many catalysts on the bullish side of them. It's like, how can you get more bullish? There's already a shortage, or the demand's already maxed out. Like, you know, how can they go up more? If AMC ends today over 14.5, does that mean we are squeezing? No, it does not necessarily mean that, no. It doesn't mean we have to squeeze. It looks good. It looks good on paper. It looks really good. But I think, personally, I want indexes to do good as well. Like, you want indexes on your side. I don't think you want to be betting against indexes. We saw that played out the last few times. Sundial due for a come up? No. I don't know. Maybe. It's super risky. Don't like it. I think they're under $1. It's a lot of risk underneath $1. Unless you're just willing to just hold. If you're willing to hold, then keep it. Oh, no. I don't think links share in the Discord. But I don't really care about Reddit posts, not being mean, but like Reddit and then like Korean shareholders, like it's like, dude, I don't think it's gonna affect the stock, to be honest. I'm not being mean. I just don't think that like most of these Reddit posts and stuff are like that crazy, like gonna benefit anything. I think the key catalyst you should be looking at right now is looking at what's going on next week. We have the proxy vote coming out, and then 2, you have the trade interview. Those are 2 major catalysts. That's the only thing on the watch list right now for me. That's the only thing I care about. Anything else is like whatever. Lots of lots of PhDs apparently on Reddit. I was watching this clip of someone, and they were talking about like their like Tinder account or something. On their Tinder account, they put like they put like that they went to Harvard. Like the girl called him out and was like, "Did you go to Harvard?" And he was like, "Nah, I didn't go to Harvard. I just did it so because it looks good." And people like, there's no like consequences for like putting like crazy credentials. Like it's like crazy. It's like it's madness. You can just put whatever you want. The internet's a troll. Is anything trending? Right now, let's look. George Floyd. I thought I saw AMC trending earlier. Maybe not. Maybe. Black Lightning. Okay. I vibe. Man, we are just chilling right here. Holy crap. 3 major movie releases. Yeah, we have 3. Yeah, that is true. You do. You have Quiet Place. Yes, that's a big one. What else though is coming out? I think like Black Widow. I think Black Widow's gonna be a bust, to be honest. I don't think it's gonna be that big. Yeah, I've seen Peaky Blinders, yeah. Is it trending on the I didn't see it. Explorer? Where's trending? Oh, I'm an idiot. Invest Weeble is trending. Streaming Butter. I don't know what that is. Not a Penny. That's Matt Kors, I think, right? Oh. Nope. But Not a Penny is trending. So that's cool, I guess. What else? Oh wow, that's actually
I've been seeing on the Twitter, but it's been blowing up. So if you're those apes, I salute you.
That's pretty cool.
Holy Toledo, it's Bob Saget, and you are all degenerates. I know that because you're the apes.
That's pretty
That
cool.
would make you degenerates. And I just wanted to slide in a little message of support for you guys. And I also hear I have a big fan by the name of Trey. I had a friend when I lived in Norfolk, Virginia by the name of Trey. I don't know where he is today. I know that they used to serve lemonade on him because he was a Trey. Anyway, Trey, that's a dad joke. There's nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with a dad joke because you didn't think of a joke. It doesn't have to be great. If it's a dad joke, it's never going to be good. Trey, we want you to know that the ape community loves the way you lead, and so do I. So salute to you, Trey, and all the apes. But I also, something stuck in my throat. I also want to say there's nothing wrong with dad jokes. My dad told me a joke that you're not going to laugh at because it's gross. He used to say that a fart, there you go, right? Nice setup, is nothing more than taking a piece of poop and going like that. That's what he said, a fart. And you know what? He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong, and his memory lives on. And I loved him. So all the best to all of you apes, to Trey, and to everybody. I send you guys my best. Lots of good stuff forward for you guys. You know, this is guys meaning generic. Men, women, apes, people that are part of this thing that I think I'm on some Twitter feed. Don't post this because I'll block you. I won't. I like the apes. What am I going to do? Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves. Take your medication. I got suppositories for you. I'll be sending them out. This is them. They're very painful. They go in and you pass out. So take it easy, everybody. Happy whatever's coming up. Have a great summer. Yo, apes.
That's actually pretty funny. Bob Saget. I wonder if there's any more. Let's see if there's any more. One sec. I'm just gonna make sure it's refreshed. I think we need to get right back above like 13.66. That's what we need to get. That'd be pretty big. Definitely was a cameo. Was it? It could have been. I don't know. You can pay for cameo, though. I know you can. That's kind of actually... I didn't think about that. You're getting a little bit of a push. Here we go. Okay. We see you. We see you, AMC. Nasdaq, calm down. Daddy, chill. Here we go. I thought it was smoke. That was funny. There's like nothing going on though. It's just like, man, it's slow day. There's like no stocks I really like. Slow moving now or stagnate. I mean, this is always what happens when we go live. This is the problem with going live. It's like bad juju. CRM got a little bit of a push up from this morning. I was watching it this morning. It was like down here, like 226. Like that. That's good. I really like Gap. I'm like still eyeballing Gap. I like it. If it can get back above weekly, I'd be pretty happy there. AMC almost 1460. Kind of big. Kind of big. Kind of big. Not gonna talk too much about it. Not gonna talk too much about it. Mara. Yeah. There's just nothing right now. You guys, if you guys like anything, let me know. I'll look at it. I like Nike a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it could have been a cameo. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like, but it was almost 2 minutes on the dot. Sketchy. Sketchy. He also said don't post it, so I don't know. I mean, but I don't think Trey would. There's no way. I don't think he would pay anyone to do a cameo. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know the guy. That'd be weird. I don't think so. But then again, like, obviously, like, the community definitely would pay for it. Hop on Rue. Well, if I hop on Rue, the stream connection's gonna go down. Down the toilet. That's like the thing. So I can't really stream Rue on here. I have to do it on Discord. 1470? 1470. Okay, 1470. Okay, look, get in the breakout. Calm down. Everyone calm down. He paid Jordan. Well, I think it was different. The Jordan, I think that was different. I mean, he could have, like, it was different. It was different. There's no more spots in the Discord. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to give those free memberships out. I'm sorry. Let's do that right now. I was last night. Honestly, I watched TV. Last night I watched the Outsider. It was pretty good. Pretty good movie. FYI. Let me pull up my Discord. People have 7 days. So if you're in here, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna try to start with AMZN. What type of calls? Man, I can't answer. People like say, okay, look, I really do read all my emails, but like, if you email me, I'm just saying, if you email me, like a whole bunch of questions on like how you should trade and this and that, like, I'm not gonna respond to that. You know what I mean? Like, totally taking advantage of the situation. But there's one more person. I'm sorry, but man, Android, like, people will like send me screenshots from Android. I'm like, oh my god, it looks so gross. Maybe I'm just spoiled with my simple jack phone of an iPhone. So yeah, I just emailed all you guys, whoever that was. So done. But yeah, check out Troll Zone. Just an amazing video. Ooh, let's get Tyler banned. Let's see what happens. AMC Troll Zone. It's not that funny. Come on, Brandon. Come on. We had to have a better sense of humor than that. We're better than that. Okay. Yes, so someone just sent me a picture of like the trending. It is different for some people. I don't know. Sometimes it's different. I saw my phone. It did say like I saw the AMC strong trending earlier, but like on my computer, it's not trending. Weird. I don't know. Strange. AMC. Man, yeah, it's just getting. That's a hard rejection right there. Yeah, I'm from Houston. He looked an Humble. I haven't looked at him in a long time. I made a little money off him, then never touched him again. They've been coming down hard, obviously. Yeah, they've been getting killed. Yeah, wouldn't touch him. Yes, the Discord is full. Yes. You can check Patreon regularly. Like sometimes the spot will come open. I might be adding spots in the beginning of the month. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Talk about some SPACs. The only ones I like, honestly, I like IPOE. I like PaySafe, which is already out. CCIV looks promising as long as they get that date announced. Like you want to get a specified, clear, set in stone delivery date. That's what you need. At that point, once deliveries go out, once their first batch of deliveries go out, good, bad, I don't care how they go, I would be ecstatic to own CCIV. Just saying. Someone said GME. GME has earnings on Thursday. I think, yeah, Thursday, yeah. So Thursday they have earnings, right? That's gonna be big. If I would anticipate there's gonna be a sell off after earnings on GME. Just would it be an assumption? You could pump through it, maybe. We'll see. If things start getting crazy again, but all things considered, like safer side of things, that could negatively affect AMC. Just a thought. From Porter, Texas, down the street from Humble. I was talking about stock Humble, but yeah, Humble's pretty close to me too. What would you add to your option position? I would not add to my option position. I would not add anything to it. Looking to buy some AMC. Do you think we might see $13 again today? If we see $13 again, I would not be happy. I would not be adding. Tyler, you D-man, bro. I am D-man, bro. My horse racing at the racetrack in Houston on Thursday. Come through. Dude, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Horses scare me, man. Horses scare me. I've never bet on horses, though. Could be fun. Vortex, baby. Dude, you guys are... if you didn't hear my rant on Vortex, I don't know. Hey, sell call expires in the money election. Sure, can expire in the money without buying it back. Alfredo, you have any questions on options and stuff like that? Understanding it? You want to understand it in depth? Go watch In the Money. INTHE Money. He has all the information on his page. It's super in depth too. So I guess I'll pull the trigger now. Bam. That's kind of sketchy. I mean, you're buying the resistance right now. If you start coming down below, if you hold today, let's say you hold today under $14, I don't like it. I think you probably trend a little sideways to maybe middle of the week. So why not own a CCIV now? Cheaper price eventually. Will there be a date to deliver cars? Because it could crash. I don't know. But if you've been following the channel too, I did call that it would be underneath $17, underneath $18, right? I called this. People got really mad when I said that, but it happened. True story. So keep that into the back of your mind. CCIV has been a good play though. Like every time it dips really hard, it's been a great buy. You've seen really great, bounce back. So on the bright side, there's that. CCIV is not a bad. It's just like I want to see I want the reassurance before I start putting real money into it, like a lot of money into it. Best trade to date. Probably the $35,000 option I made on AMC. That's probably the biggest payout I've had, or maybe like a Litecoin trade I had a long time ago. It's just as far as like payouts, yeah. But as far as like, I guess efficiency of like a really just great trade, it played out perfect. Man, I don't know. I had a gold trade one time that when I was trading commodities, I set it out for, man. Because if you don't know how commodities and margin works on it, you basically pay a fee every certain amount of days. As long as you hold that position. I ended up holding a gold position for like 3 weeks. I kind of forgot about it, but I was really strong. I put like 75 on them, and it was so low. I can show you where it was on the chart. It was like 2 years ago though. XAG, right? Yeah, it's gold. Yeah. Is XAG gold? No, XAG is silver. XAU is gold. Yes, Owanda. Yeah, so this is honestly one of the crazier trades I've ever had. I turned like no money into a crazy amount of money. Man. It had to have been, yeah, right here. So it was right here. I got in about right here. And I just let it rip. I was like, whatever. I'll just let it run. And I forgot about it for like 2-3 weeks, and we were up here, and I was like, oh man, this is crazy. And we dipped, came back. I think I sold like right here, and I made like a few thousand off of 75, just because margin just keeps going and going, and it can get crazy. But margin is different on trading commodities and forex than it is trading options. It's less. You don't lose money you don't have. Typically, AMC, tough. How realistic is AMC 10K? What do you think? AMC 10K is pretty. I think it's kind of unrealistic, personally. I think it's a really far-fetched target. It would require people to not sell at all, and I think people will sell. Personally, I don't think people will make like I think if we put 100 people in a line, 100 people that are invested in AMC, grab whoever you want, right? And they each made $1 million off of like, let's say, $5,000 investment. Would they take the money? I think about 90% of them would consider taking the money. I could be wrong though. Maybe my faith in humanity is dead. I don't know. But that's just what I think. I think a lot of let's be generous. Let's say 50% of the people take the money. So 50 out of 100 people take the money, $1 million from a $10,000 investment. Would they take the money? I think they would. And if that happens of them taking the money, then obviously like the squeeze stops going up, right? So that'd be yeah. So I think that's the thing that you have to worry about. Man, AMC is just struggling. Yeah, I don't really care what like other people say. Like people can say whatever they want. It's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Like it's everyone's opinion. Like, if you can like justify thinking that you'll logistically go to 10K, then I guess cool. Like, is it possible? Yes. Like anything's possible, but like, is it like probable? I don't think so. How's your day? It's going pretty good. But yeah, so I think if you put a gun to like majority of YouTubers' head and said, look, if you're right, you live. If you're wrong, you die. Do you think this thing goes to 10K? I think you might get a different answer from most people. Now, if you put thousands of dollars in front of a YouTuber and say, look, I'll give you this money if you say you think it's going to 10K. You're not morally wrong because it's just a thought. It's just an opinion. It's possible. Do you want the $10,000? They'd be like, yeah, and I'll take the views on the side too. You know what I mean? So that's the critical point. Like I said, I don't care about the views. I don't care about any of it. I mean, obviously I'm not making any money from these streams, right? You know what I mean? Like I post minimal ads. I could care less about that. Like I post, some days I won't post videos on my page. It's like I post stuff because I have fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like YouTube's fun. I posted an ad just now just because I thought about it. But yeah. So it is what it is. Wear the belt. Do we only wear the belt when we're going? Whenever we start mooning, we'll wear the belt. The Bucks killed last night, but I don't think the Bucks are gonna go anywhere in the playoffs. I don't think Giannis can do it on his own. I think he's good, but I don't think he's that good. I used to watch it a lot. I don't like. I'm not here to talk bad about anyone. I'm not like talking bad about Trey and Matt, anyone like that. Like, I have nothing bad to say about anyone. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, like anyone has their own belief system. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I mean, like, I've been lucky enough though to build my whole following on people that just like to hear completely unbiased opinion. You know what I mean? Like, and that's super lucky. Like, that's incredibly lucky in this space. Like, I have no one that really wants to sit here. Just everyone knows that I'm gonna give you like an answer whether you hate it or not. So I think that's why people ask me questions. They might come in and say, "Hey Tyler, what do you think about Adobe?" I'll be like, "Oh, I hate it," and they'll be like, "Okay, Tyler, f you." They'll leave and they'll come back the next day. "Okay, what do you think about Big Five Sports Goods? I like it a lot." "Okay, I love you." And then they'll leave. They'll come back. You know what I mean? You keep coming back. You might not be happy sometimes, but like you're getting the like my honest opinion. You know. I think it can go up a lot though. Play the John Cena. Yeah, the John Cena. I thought that was hilarious, to be honest. The John Cena. So, and I've been wrong. I mean, I have been wrong. Like, dude, I'm like the first, and like people like, "Oh, you've been wrong, Tyler." I'm like, I have been wrong. I lost like $700 back here, $700 way back here on GME. I had puts at like $59, and that crap went. I exited that. I was like, dude, what the hell? And I made a video about it too. Where is it? I made a video going over. I was like, dude, yep, never. I said never again will I bet against Reddit. And let me tell you something. I never bet against these boys again. Look at oldest. It's like back in. Where's that? 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 This is the video where I've like I lost my money. I think right there, and then and this is when I said it would crash. I mean, I'm totally like brutally honest. I could care less. I'm like, well, why does it matter? You know what I mean? If I, you know, like, who cares? Even if like if I'm wrong and I post a video about me being wrong, I'm still gonna get paid for making that video. You know. Not to mention puts on the way down. I'm personally not gonna play puts on the way down. Personally, that's just me though. Like, could you play them? Maybe. I don't know. Not my interest. Do you believe in ghosts? No, I mean not really. No. No, I think $1,000 is pretty like reaching, like really reaching personally. But yeah, so. But I mean, like you have like your cultist believers like on like the channels go like to community. Like I posted this as like a joke, like as like a like obviously like likes, views, stock, money. Honestly, I don't care too much about anything. I love what I do and I do it no matter what. But hey, if we immune, I ain't complaining. And then I have like people that doesn't sound confident. Some people joking, and then this guy, Big Dog Stocks, the one that emailed me trying to do a live stream with them. No ifs, my guy. Like, obviously it's a troll. Like, I mean, I don't know. Some people are just super serious about like everything. Like, relax. Save this for tomorrow. Pick up another share of AMC. Screw the ads. Keep the no nonsense approach. Appreciate it, Mike. I'll buy it. Actually, I need to see if my Weeble has gone through. Because my Weeble, that's a problem. I only like to buy stock. I've been liking to buy. I don't like buying them on my option portfolio because I don't ever want to like. I don't like looking at them. So if I own shares, I don't like looking at it because if they're down, I don't want to look at them. Like, it's a total mental thing. I have no problem holding through losses. Just I don't want to see my losses ever. You know. So with okay, yeah, my money's settled in. I can buy some more shares too if I wanted to. Sweet, because I was trying to buy shares on Friday, I think, but my money hadn't settled, so I couldn't get instant purchasing power. Hopefully people in the Discord aren't getting mad though too. Like Tyler didn't trade today. He didn't get in anything. Just relax. The market was poop today. I really like Gap though. It's the only thing I've been looking at. I'm not gonna lie. I've been like eyeballing Gap. I like it a lot. But it got rejected at the weekly right there. Ugh, that is gross. They look good though. Gap looks really good. Man, they look good. That is a beautiful, 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 beautiful area. And you're kind of getting that same movement. Like you get that push, you come down, and you come back up, man, that looks good. Looks really good right there. I like it a lot. Big fan of gap. Baby gap, style and profiling. Are you holding AMC options? Yes, I have quite a few. Did you pull the trigger on the $40 calls? No, I went to $13 calls. Sometimes the best trade is not trading. Correct, Mundo. I agree. A lot of people in the, like, I will say, like, people in the, what is this? Oh, someone sent this to me yesterday. Most of the people in the Discord, they're pretty educated, so they're not like degenerates who are like, we need to trade every day. I mean, they want to trade every day, but they're like, if we don't trade, they're like, cool, you know what I mean? Like, no problem. Like, they understand. Like, that's like the really good part of the Discord too. Like, no one has like these crazy expectations or like, it's just like I have a really good mix. I'm really happy with it. That's why I'm fine with it being full right now. Like, I don't care. Like, is it cool making more money off of Patreon? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's cool, I guess. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, most of that money on Patreon is spending on a roulette or something stupid, anyways. On a day like today, why aren't you going put crazy? Why would I? Why would I? You're not really having that bad of a day. What are you talking about? So if you look at the day, like, if we're being real. So this is one thing I want to mention. If you're looking at anyone that's trading, okay, and this is to all the YouTubers out there too. If you're looking at people that are trading and they're looking at stocks, especially big cap stocks, tech, primarily tech. If you're trading tech or any of the big SPY names as well, like so Tesla, Facebook, Netflix, Google, Apple, Amazon, any of the big ones as well. But like me, I if you come here, you know I trade a lot of tech. I like Peloton. That's one of my favorites to trade. CrowdStrike. I like Snowflake. I like trading big tech just because it's been a really great year for big tech. They're just really volatile, easy to predict. Activision's another. I think Activision's going to break up. There's a lot of really good names out there, a lot of really good plays. So, but if you're looking at someone that's trading them, I recommend, this is a key indicator if they might know what they're doing. If you're not looking at the Nasdaq chart, the Nasdaq, maybe even the SPY. Let's say you're not looking at the Nasdaq or the SPY or SPX, or whichever one. It doesn't matter. They all kind of work. But I use the Nasdaq primarily because I think it just flows directly with tech. It's the tech index, pretty much. So if you're not looking at the index, then you are trading blind. Because you can't, in my opinion, this is my opinion, trading solely based on an Apple chart is stupidity. Because sometimes the chart will look good, but if the Nasdaq looks like dog water, then your stock isn't going to do well, okay? And the Nasdaq trades 20... Oh, crap, what'd I do? Yeah, and the Nasdaq trades 24/7. I just deleted the Nasdaq off my chart. Of course I did. I'm an idiot. So if you come across someone that doesn't pull up the index, that's red flag numero uno. And then I would probably say, why don't you use the index chart? Why aren't you actively watching it? Because you don't know how the indexes are moving. How are you going to know which way your stock is moving? I mean, that's just common sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's pretty common sense. So I recommend people spend lots of time. I literally say this every stream. Like, spend tons of time looking at the index. It's the most important thing you can do. But looking at what's going on with the indexes, again, this is why I'm not going put crazy. We look at a price range, right? We've dropped, I mean, we'll say this is how much we've dropped, right? Less than 1%, okay? And then if we look at daily open from where we opened last night at 7 p.m., we've dropped 0.35%. And then on the upside, we've actually raised and went up about, the upsides outweigh the downside. So there's no reason to be like, if anything, you're bullish on the market still because there's been more upside today than there's been downside if you're really looking at what's going on. So that's what I would be looking at. And so I think there's no real reason to be concerned or overly bearish. Now, if a chart looks bad, like let's say like a Tilray, right? Like I think Tilray's pretty trash. Earnings have been pretty lackluster, and I just missed this play. Like you had a double top here, and then you actually hit the weekly level for a rejection. That was a really easy put. So sometimes those line up, but I wouldn't be overly bearish by any means right now. It's kind of bad. Common sense isn't common. I agree. It isn't common. Well, you're coming across people that have no idea, like that haven't traded. They didn't go to school for it. They took no finance classes. They don't understand the flow of money. They don't understand the importance of inflation. When the market starts to go down, we scream people are getting margin called, which is pretty stupid. Granted, I think down the road, once we get closer to a recession, which we're getting close to it, once that happens, yes, people are going to get margin called. I agree. I think it will happen. But when we have a, 0.35% down on the Nasdaq day, if someone even mentions the word margin call, you're like, I'm lost. You know what I mean? Because if people are getting, if funds are getting margin called, you're going to see a tank. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to see a brutal day. So it's just like, it's kind of ridiculous. But that's the problem with YouTube right now, is because a lot of people don't know what they're talking about. And they're like, everyone's like, so like, oh man, people are over leveraged, people are getting a margin called. Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, there's not even like one stock on my list that's under 10% down. We have one. What's this? Ride? Lordstown Motors. Okay, it's a pretty crappy stock. Yeah, one stock on my list. There's one stock. The rest are pretty much down less than 1%. The average stock is down like 1%. So, yeah. I mean, whatever. XPR, XRP. I like XRP, if that's what you're saying. I think XRP will do well just because of they're going to be working directly with kind of the government, it seems. I think they're cheap. 93 cents is dirt cheap. I love them here. I love them. I think it's a great thing to be looking at. I would be looking at it. They're going to beat the SEC case too, I think. So positives there. Okay, is 5,000 possible in your opinion versus 10,000? I think 10,000 and 5,000 are like equally as possible. Because if the stock runs to 5,000, you already have so much momentum. Like you could just keep running to 10,000. You know what I mean? It's not like the battle from $1 to 5,000 is a lot harder than the battle from 5,000 to 10,000. It's $30 this week. Guys, anything's the word possible is like the bad word to use. Like anything's possible. Is it likely? It's unlikely. You got to ask the right questions. Like, is it likely or is it possible? Because you can go to any YouTuber and say, is it possible that we hit $500? It's 100% possible. Is it likely? Then that's when you start getting into questions and say, like, well, why do you think it's likely? Why do you think it's likely to go here? Based on why? Based on this, this, and this. Well, you know what I mean? Like, so those are things to consider. Like a $40 call on January 23rd. It's pretty risky. I don't know. I wouldn't have traded it. I wouldn't have got it personally. How's IV looking? It was perked up from yesterday. It was doing well. It's getting back above the MA. It's doing well. But you're coming back down on AMC. I don't like it right now. I don't like AMC. What am I at? I think I'm at like 35K right now. Yeah. Gross. There's just no volume right now, man. There's just, none. Nada. You're going to push back below VWAP. That's gross. You don't want that. You can start seeing a little bit of a retracement going into tomorrow. You probably start seeing a retracement, in my opinion. I closed out some of my options just now. At 270. I made it over 50%. Yeah. Yeah. Put it in the Discord. I'll probably buy some shares. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I think it's a smart move because I'll have them active for tomorrow. Yeah, that's something I like to do. Yep. I'm not gonna risk 15, 20 grand on that. No way, Jose. You might get. I think you'll probably get another leg up. I think you will. I don't like that. I don't like that rejection there. And then you could end tomorrow. Like we could do tomorrow could be the same thing we had over here, in theory. And that's what I'm looking at. Shares are so much safer. Like my shares I have, I'm like they don't concern me at all. Like, granted they're not up, 50%, 70%. Sucks, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Dun 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 dun. It's holding 14.4. 14.4 has really become that support that you wanted. But yeah. It does. It looks like a strong support. The Nasdaq is what you need to see. I think the Nasdaq is getting rejected here. One sec. Sorry, I messaged a whole bunch of stuff in the Discord. Where's the baby mommy? I don't know. I don't know where she is. Not with me. Ugh. Are you buying more AMC now? I can't buy right now. Godpill wants to box me? Does he really? You're lying. Come on. Are you being serious? Did he post it in a video? You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Where do you live? Does he live in Texas? I think he lives in Texas, right? Someone said that? That would be funny. I would probably do it. Yeah, I would do it. Hell yeah, I would do it. That'd be funny. That would be really funny. Godfill got that active shooter vibe. If he was in Texas, I totally would. That'd be fun. I don't think it's really like fair. I mean, I think I have 80 to 90 pounds on him. But I mean, whatever. I don't think there's weight classes though for the YouTube fighting. The good thing about what's going on with AMC, like looking at the price, what I like a lot is low volume, great movement. That's the part that's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like you're blowing through resistances, you're doing really well. That part looks really good. What I don't like, you had the 14.5 break and you got rejected at 15. That was really strange. Extremely strange. 2, we're in the beginning of the week. We've had this happen before where you push up beginning, you start moving back down. Now, moving back down isn't the worst thing ever. But yeah. And based on this chart though too, like on the implied volatility, I would suspect you get another leg up. Now, this isn't taking into account for the volatility from today. This is just from yesterday. So it's going to be higher up here. So it's worth noting, but yeah. And then also on AMC OBV, I want to point this out. This is the scarier part for me on the OBV, is it looks like we might get this type of action, right? Where we kind of double top and we start coming back down a little bit, then moving sideways and coming back up, right? Same movement we had here. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, though, like shares aren't bad. Like it's just playing your risk totally different. Like, but I mean, like I played some shares. I put 20 grand on options. I made another 10, 12 grand. You know what I mean? It's like, there you go. You win. Yeah, Conor McGregor obviously can still beat me up. Of course he could. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like the same skilled people, if you put the same skill level of person and someone has a lot more weight on you, I'm just saying that person probably has an advantage if they're longer. And like, I mean, like if you just put me and Godpill next to each other, you'd probably be like, if we're back in like the old times and there was two of us, you'd be like, you had to put some coins down. You'd be like, probably going with the big one over there. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Big makes you slow. False. No, it doesn't. That's like saying Tyson Fury is slow. He's not slow at all. That's stupidity. Like what? That's dumb. Like that's like saying Francis Ngannou is slow. Have you seen the guy throw a punch? He's terrifying. Like no. Like I sold contracts today to add shares. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like changing it up for like that's not bad like at all. That's the way I would look at it. Maybe I'll re-enter options. I don't know. I'm happy though. I'm not upset. I feel satisfied. Would it be a little depressing if we dipped? I mean, if we pumped, I'm like kind of a little nasty pill to swallow. But it's like the same time when we sold last time. It wasn't bad when we sold. I was happy when I sold last time. I was like I felt good. Like you saw the dip. I was like, okay, I just like I trusted trust the process, right? So very well, high possibility we could gap up tomorrow though. We could. I'm looking at the money. I'm like, gosh, I can't treat it like I treated it last time. I was like just letting that crap fly. I was like just so risky last time. It was insane. Oh, look at gap. Oh yeah, holy crap. Yep. I was watching 15-minute. The 15-minute closes above. I will purchase some options. A lot. Floyd got a school. Logan. Conor will lose. I don't think Conor loses against Poirier again. I think Conor wins. Although I don't know if Conor will knock him out. Conor had no defense though. He was just really slow. He has this terrible cardio, man. It's really crazy. So, I mean, look at it. It's holding really well. Where it's holding at, it's holding really well. It's holding outstanding. This is what scares me. You're just getting rejected on the Nasdaq. And AMC pushed this morning. When it pushed up here, it didn't really have the Nasdaq's help. It didn't. I was in the Starbucks line watching it. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. So I'm like reading some Discord chats real quick. One sec. Okay, so it's called the good faith rule. So so I have a $25,000 account. So obviously I can day trade as much as I want. However, so let's say I use say this phone represents my $25,000 and I trade it on a whole bunch of options, right? Let's say I put 25,000 straight into AMC. Okay, then I day trade it, I get my money back out. Okay, so I have my 25,000 in my account. Now I can trade this again for AMC, but the money has not settled in my account yet. So this money, they're basically loaning me the 25,000, and they're saying, okay, you can invest it again in good faith, but you have to wait until tomorrow for your money to settle, to sell that, or you'll get a good faith penalty, and you get like 5 of them, right? So what I was doing is I was just popping the day trades out left, right, because I had some like longer dated ones. And then I would still have like $10,000 to day trade with, and I would trade that, and it's just how it happened. Anyways, so when you have that money and it's not settled into your account, and then you spend it back out, okay? Imagine me getting AMC 25,000 all in. I take my money out, it dips. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy more. So I put 25,000 back into it, and then I sell again. That's a good faith violation because I'm selling shares I don't own yet. Right? Yeah, it's because they haven't settled in my account yet. So it's a good faith violation. It's happened a few times. So now I have to wait for the money to settle back into my account before I do anything. You can day trade, but it's good. Yeah, I don't know. So if you have a cash account on Webull, on E-Trade, you should be fine. You just have to wait for the money to settle, I think. The rejection here wasn't good, though. The rejection here wasn't great. But I will say, how we open up. I don't think I can knock. Dude, Jake Paul can fight. Like, dude can actually fight. Like, for an average Joe, he can definitely, like, obviously, like, I think, like, the Ben Askren fight was a little bit staged, but, like, he can obviously throw a decent punch. Like, if you don't think so, then, like, you're crazy. Buying now, waiting for a dip. Totally up to you. Man, I think this 13.7 range is going to be a pretty nice support. 13.7, 13.6. You really want that to hold. But what I'm thinking, though, is you'll probably see what I would love to see. This is selfish. I'd love to see stagnation going all the way till Friday. That's what I want to see. And it's possible. We could see it. Stagnation holding that 13.7 range. Get the IV. Crush it again. We'd be good. Yeah, I don't want to talk about any other YouTubers or anyone else's like calls or anything like that. I'm just gonna tell you my position and what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's been the plan the whole time. And like another big reason that I started buying shares too was kind of just to show the different strategies on buying shares. You know what I mean? Like all the shares that I'm buying aren't really with my money. If you really, it's kind of with the house's money. I'm using money that I've made from options and just dumping it back into shares. And then if we start to run, it's not like I'm missing out on anything either. I mean, I'm making a lot less money, but in theory, if we start getting that squeeze to, $50 or whatever, I'm still 4xing my money. So it's like, I'm not like super concerned about it. You know what I mean? And then like, even if let's say the stock drops to $5, God forbid, right? We dump to oblivion. Those shares, first of all, I bought them with option money that I made. Two, it's like, I'm still up when I sell those because it was with money that I made from options and I still have profits in my portfolio from options. So I'm just showing different ways to go about it. And like, you can play it both ways. Like, yeah. I didn't tell anyone to sell MVIS. I just said MVIS was really risky. And I was wrong by a day. That was the thing. So I made my MVIS, and people, I believe me, I got hate on the video. They're like, "You're wrong, Tyler. You're wrong. F you, Tyler." I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I just make the videos because like people ask me to make a video. I make the video, whatever. So on Friday, I was like, it looks like it can go up and get another push up, but I wouldn't want to touch it. Personally, I wouldn't want to. It's Reddit hype. It is what it is. You got your next pump, and I was like, "Yeah, F you, Tyler. F you, NVS to the moon." And then like he started dumping, and be like, "Oh, this is just a retracement, Tyler. Like, see, just a retracement. We're going to $50." Oh, nah, man, nah. This is just a retracement. This is a retracement. And I was like, okay. And then you just kept dumping. So it's like, I don't know. And people were like adding on the way up. I was like, oh my god. And in that video, I want to point out Laser. So Laser was the one I liked because it just looked healthier with the way that it was moving. And I still got a lot of hate on it. And so we were sitting like right here when I made the video. I was like, if I was buying anything, I'd be buying Laser, and I'd probably be selling right here at $25-$26, which is where I marked it on the video. And then you actually you pumped up, you came down, tested again, which was like a clear cut indicator. These LiDAR plays are about to start dumping. Once you got that double top there, I was like, oh god, this is terrible. And then you just went down the toilet. So like that's what I'm looking for there. Okay, guys, this sentence. Tell me what's wrong with this sentence. I'm not trolling you, so please don't get mad. But you know what I'm gonna. People know what they already know what I'm gonna say. Okay, let me read this sentence to you guys from one of the comments. You guys can actually probably look at the comments and figure out which one I'm going to talk about. I know you don't like BNGO. I actually don't dislike BNGO. I don't like therapeutics because they're really hard to play, and I've made quite a bit. And if you watch my videos, I sold BNGO at 14.5. Just saying. In the Discord, I sold at 14.5. Want to point that out. I thought it probably would keep going, but I was like, I just got to get out. Therapeutics scared the bejesus out of me, and look where it's at now. Anyways, but I just looked at the MACD and the RSI in the 1 hour, and it looks like it's about to pop. Could you confirm or deny? The chart looks good. I will say that the chart does look good. The OBV looks good. But the RSI and MACD are like some of the worst indicators in the world to use. Like, they're like, I mean, I could get more information just by looking at the chart, in my opinion. Tyler, Tyler in the chat. I think Tyler would win versus Poopy Pill. I will say my content gets a lot of hate. It does. Jackson Hunter versus Trisha Paytas. That's actually kind of funny. That's funny. The good stuff. This is good. People in the Discord are like, yeah, we sold, baby. We sold those options. They're probably getting hyped. This is my favorite meme. This is my favorite thumbnail I've ever made. And it's like, honestly, terrible quality. But I love it. I'm probably going to make it my screensaver on my computer. I love that thumbnail. OBV on balance volume indicates the volume. And you will notice, I promise, no one on YouTube was using OBV. Nobody. Not naming names. Nobody used OBV. Now they all use it. Just saying. You're welcome. That's why I went to college so you didn't have to. Think about that. But I've been wrong too, I have been wrong. You know what I mean? It's not that's not the point. I've been wrong in the Discord. People like certain stocks, and you know what I mean? It is what it is. Keep making poopy thumbnails. How do I use it? I use it almost like I'm looking at the chart, the OBV. Oh, look at that. Either you bounce or you dump. You either bounce or you dump. But it's holding it, dude. AMC, it hasn't moved this well. Honestly, you're trending, you're holding, above 14. It's kind of crazy to see this type of movement above 14. What did you study in college? What's your major? Finance. My major. Minor is marketing. I wanted to do economics. I wanted to be an economics man. I'm really glad I didn't. I would have been so bored out of my mind. I would have learned a lot of good stuff though. Actually, my favorite professors in college. That's the most beneficial part of going to college is your professors, especially if you go to a decent business school. I would say every single professor that I had their own blog on investment or how they invest and stuff. And so they're obviously pretty risk adverse. They don't like risk, but super good learning opportunities. And most of them, most of my professors in business school were pretty well off, and they taught because they just wanted to give back. So that was a really cool aspect. This looks pretty good. It looks like you're getting a flag. You want to push up. So that was a really good part of college. That was the best part. You really if you put in the efforts where you want to learn stuff from your teachers, they want to teach you. They want to help you out. They want to talk. They give you their office hours. They want to talk to you. Honestly, my favorite marketing teacher. He was I don't know if you guys know what mattress firm is, the mattress company. Obviously, so he was the head marketer for the company. He was there the day they cut when they were publicly traded, and they're not publicly traded anymore. But he was there when they cut they rang the bell, the opening bell. So his I learned it was pretty interesting. So if you ever drove by Mattress Firm, you notice their lights are always on late at night, and that was his idea. He was the one that implemented that idea. I was that's kind of funny. So it was just really cool. all this type of stuff. But that's like the best part. That was the best part of college. Like the classes are like, yeah, you learn stuff. Like you learn how to like some of the meticulous things in reading, like accounting and stuff like that. But like for the most part, like it's the experience of who you talk to. Marketing is fun, yeah. I thought marketing was fun. Marketing is a really good degree to get. Like if you're looking to get a job out of college and you want to enjoy the job, I think marketing might be the best route to go with the future of what's going on, because we're shifting into a new age of marketing. Like honestly, I don't have a major in marketing, but I could probably get a marketing job anywhere. I really probably could. Like looking at just like social media is like just the next level of marketing. Like things have just changed. Under 30-year-olds, when you have risk. What do you mean, what? Yeah, you want to take your chances when you're younger. Yeah, I mean, dude, I could tell people my story on YouTube and how much debt I was in and like stuff like that, like what I did to like get to certain points where I was at. I mean, totally not smart, but like I took a huge risk and it paid off. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely agree. Like when you're under 30 years old, like when you're like in your low 20s, like dude, who cares about like I mean debt like is kind of scary. I agree. I was in debt for a while. But like I mean, dude, that's your time like to you don't take risks, you're gonna get stuck doing something you don't want to do. I love my job though. Like I love it. Like I have no concern, no cares in the world. It's beautiful. Is it true that accountants are freaks? Honestly, I think you're talking about women, and I would say a few of the accounts that I've talked to, they're crazy. They're weird. They are strange. They're freaks, but they're strange. They're very strange. I'm like, I've never taken one of them out on a date, ever. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, we ain't going out in public. Scare the hell out of me. No, they're just like they're different. They have a different train of thought process. Accounting is just I hate accounting. Like it's terrible. But like accounting classes in college are huge. They teach you so much. Like I mean, look at like if you want to read about. Let's go to Yahoo Finance. Well, we're already there. Sorry. I mean, as you're sitting in your accounting classes, honestly, if you want to look at them, like, dude, every accounting class you sit in, this is what it looks like. This is your accounting class. It teaches you how to read them. I mean, that's what it teaches you. And a few other things, but for the most part, and then your finance classes teach you how to do the math to get these numbers. So like one teaches you how to read them, one teaches you how to get the numbers. If you like ever want to back test stuff like that. Do you get that AMC 1440? It's holding, man. It's crazy. It's holding up here. It's strong today. It is strong. I just don't think there's any shorting though. I think there's no short pressure. Let's go to Fintel really quick. What's IBAR rate? What is it at? There's like none available. Holy crap. Yeah. Wow. It's going up too. The fee's going up. If that fee starts pumping, man, it'll entice me to add a lot more. But for right now, I think you want to see just sideways movement. If it can move sideways above 14, that'd be pretty wild as well. Let's look at Fintel. AMC. They didn't even come over to my house. Oh, yeah, they have none available. Yeah. What the hell? Why is it showing none of the what? There was short volume yesterday. Yeah, there was. Wow. Yeah, there was. There was a decent chunk yesterday. Not terrible. How likely do you think it is that AMC will dump and drop down, never squeeze? Please say impossible. Much love. Dump and not squeeze. So I think it's. I don't want to say impossible. But it's like that's why I'm saying shares. I don't like when I buy shares. I don't stress out about it. Like you know what I mean. Like worst case scenario, in my opinion, we bottom out around $10 to $9 is like the bare minimum for me. I think that we could like hold down at right. So, and that number has greatly just kept increasing because I'm as these big, like Wanda is selling off, and then like we have, I mean, more people, like as Wanda and these big names sell off, retail is just guzzling them. Like they're just adding so many. So it's like, oh my, it's like, it's kind of crazy to look at what's happening. It's like, what the hell? It's just incredible. So that's a key thing that I'm looking at. And so as that keeps happening and we keep maintaining, like the fact that Wanda sold 30 million shares here and we dumped here, I was like, dude. And so I kept emphasizing where we were at. I was like, people shouldn't be that concerned. You know what I mean? If you have shares, you should be really happy. You know, this was the AMC when they sold like 17 mil shares. And then they sold another 27 right here. Right? It was like from here down to here. That was nothing. That was no shit. Like that was nothing. Right? So no, sorry, this wasn't the 17 mil. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. This was the 17 mil they sold. This right here, we kept going up when they sold at 27. As they sold 27 mil, we just kept going up. Worth mentioning, right? And then Wanda sold at 30 mil here. So we're seeing more people get out of positions, right? They just keep dumping and dumping and dumping. And retail just keeps adding and adding and adding. So like, that's what I'm saying. Shares, I'm like, dude, like, shut up. Like, honestly, like if you hold shares and you're worried, like just shut up. Like, there's no concern. You have options. Yeah, you should be thinking outside the box on what's happening. Yes, I agree. It's smart. You should be like thinking, okay, what can happen? What's this? You should be looking at stuff in different ways. I agree. But shares, you don't have to think that way. You don't have to. So like, I think like you're hitting a lot of areas where it's like, I don't know if you couldn't, it'd be really hard. It wouldn't make sense if we dumped down to like $6. I wouldn't understand it, to be honest. I just got rid of options. I just got out of options like at 14.4, 14.5 range. So yeah, I have no options right now. And tomorrow morning I'll be looking to add more shares. I'll probably keep about 15,000 sitting out. So I don't know how many I don't know how I'm going to add the shares. I'm debating right now. I can't tell you what to do with your selling your options. I don't know. I market it. I mean, I've been marketing out of my options and I've been had no problem. What I've been exiting out. I don't know what broker you use, but E-Trade's amazing for options. Brent, I said something yesterday. I have no idea what you said. I don't get mad though. Like if I was mad, you'd be banned. But like I might like I tell mod members too. Like I tell them like when they're in here, I'm like I might be high strung or something. Like because I never know what's gonna get said in here. But like I'm never like mad. It's pretty hard for me to get upset. Can't please everybody. Isn't that the truth? I don't know. Your limit sell. I marketed out of mine. Like I didn't have an issue. I haven't had an issue with selling AMC options, but also mine are really close to at the money. Like I got there in the money at $13, and the open interest was really high, so I wasn't concerned. So no problems at all for me. What's Gap at? Gap's the only thing I'm really interested in right now. I love like it looks. Look how that touch. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm about to enter. Man, that looks really good. How much are they? Let's go. Let's see how much options are in Gap. You could probably get some pretty far out to like two weeks out, maybe. Let's see. I'll put a few thousand on these. One sec. Buy open. They're cheap. They are cheap. That is for sure. Yep, I'm buying them. Yep. I think I'm gonna buy 30. How much should I buy? I'll buy 30 of them. I'll buy 30 of them. Dun 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 dun. I think reopening right now is a better play than tech though, and retail. I think retail and reopening plays are hot right now. They got pretty beat up the past few days. I'll explain my logic here in a sec, so bear with me. Those are cheap. Holy crap, those are cheap. Those are dirt cheap. Man, I always like, man, the text, sorry if you're in the Discord too, and you're not getting the text notifications. I don't know why, but maybe it's because like I would assume it's like Houston because the weather's been bad. I don't know, but the service has been all over the place. Because I mean, I have an app that I use the texting from. It's like it's a paid, it's community. It's the one that you probably see all the time. But also, is it too late to buy AMC? Right? I mean, it's coming. I mean, I'll tell you when I buy more. I'll probably buy them live when I buy more options. We'll see. Goal is Friday. Goal is Friday. Yeah, but yeah. So I would because so what they do is how it works, and I'm pretty sure this is how it works. I don't work for community, so I don't know, right? But what they do is you sign up with them, you give them your area code, and then it's based off of your service, I believe. And so like, what's kind of weird. I wouldn't think so. That's weird. So I know like some people didn't get the Peloton thing yesterday. And people, stop trying to subscribe to the Patreon. It's full right now. When it gets unfull, I'll make a notification, or when I open up more spots. But right now it's full. So don't give me $5 because you're not going to get in. And I already mentioned too, the price is probably going to increase because I told people as we filled up that I'd probably increase the price. But also too, I think what I'm going to do is every time we fill up or we cap off or whatever I might make that cap at, I'll have a new like merch drop or whatever the hell. But I'm not going to make any money off the merch stuff. I don't want to make any money off of it. So it's going to be all at cost. And I'll have screenshots to prove it. Like, I mean, I think people trust me, like that I'm not trying to make money. So like, and it's only going to be available for members. So that's going to be the thing there. So that'll be cool. I think that's a cool happy medium. And also too, like the Discord, like, I mean, we have like 200 and something members, 280, 290, close to 300, right? But like, honestly, I don't think everyone even talks. Crazy. I don't know. Like, people can talk. You can DM me whenever you want. Like, I'm really good at responding to all my stuff. I think someone was asking me, like, me and my friend were hanging out last night. We were talking about an old friend that we're talking about Kyle, because I don't talk to Kyle anymore, and he was like, yeah, I mean, it's like impossible to find real friends, and something. I was like, yeah, bro, that's why I don't mess with no one. All I do is I'm on Discord all day, bro. I get paid. It's my life now. Dedek and Ivy are boning my AMC calls right now. I need a rip. That was the concern. I mean, it sucks. Like, I mean, I could have made like 5,000 more bucks if I would have held at like, if I would have sold like 14.9. But I'm not gonna sell like. I think that'd have been ridiculous to sell your options at 14.9. That'd have been crazy. You know what I mean? That's like you're selling. Because I thought 14. I'm surprised that reaction we got from 15. Very shockingly surprised. But we haven't seen a fight, in my opinion. We're seeing weird price action right now. It looks extremely strong. This 14.3 is holding incredible. It's holding incredible. So, and I think on AMZ you're gonna get a lot of answers this coming week. So I think we probably get some. I could be wrong. I think we get some stagnation Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. I don't know what happens Friday. We could get a little bit of a push. I don't know. That's what I would want to see, is some stagnation. Maybe come down like the 13.6, 13.9 range. Maybe. And then next week is when I see like a lot of momentum coming. A lot of momentum flowing into the stock. We have a lot of stuff coming up next week. Why buy? That doesn't really make sense. So what's the logic behind buying January 29th January options? What's the logic? Enlighten me, please. Let's talk. Let's have a go. I'm not gonna troll. I'm gonna compose myself. But what's the logic? What's the logic there? We won't know the OBV for like another few hours how it reacts, but it is possible. We'll see. Man, my stream just like cut out for a second. That's weird. I don't know why. Really strange. Yeah, no, I'm not being mean. I'm trying to understand. Is he kidding? I don't know. No, he didn't say. Because for me, it's if you're looking to buy options, I think there's a few. I mean, I don't think there's too many ways you can look at it, right? There's a few ways you're looking at it. You get pretty key signals to when you're moving or when you're going to get that move, right? In my opinion. And then from that, like, I almost regret not going sooner. Like I went, June 18th, just to have some time on them, just in case, the worst case scenario, I guess. But I wasn't really wanting to hold options that long, anyways. But like they were still dirt cheap. Like IV was crushed. So like I don't see the logic. Like if you're buying that far out, I don't see it. It doesn't make sense. Oh hush, you're mad. See, so that's the thing. So that's the problem with the community right now, and that's the problem with new investors that come here. They shout out things, and when you disagree with them, they get mad. So you're gonna get muted because that's not logical behavior. So in this stream, we can disagree with each other, we can get mad at each other, but you can't just say things and get mad when people disagree with you. You can't do that. I don't allow my son to do that, and he's 3 years old. So if he can't do it, you can't do that. Yeah, I sold my options. Looking for shares now. I'll probably buy some more. I want to buy them closer to 14. That's what I'm looking to buy. Tech isn't moving all that bad. It isn't moving that bad. It's actually perking up. Pretty sad to see right now. Tech is looking solid. It needs to get above. I wouldn't touch any tech unless it gets above the daily open. Till then, no point. Too much risk. Gap has not moved. Holy crap! It is just stagnated right here. Gross. No, I want people to have. I want people to have opinions. I want people to you should want to be wrong, okay? And I don't mean it like in a way of like you want to just be like an idiot. That's not what I mean. But you should want to be proven wrong, because if someone proves you wrong on whatever your thesis is, the chances are you'll save money in your investment. Does that make sense? So if I'm bearish on AMC and someone's like, well, look, there's all these synthetics and there's this, there's that, there's this, and I'm like, okay, well, you're making sense now, okay? So maybe I should change my thesis, or at least at the minimum, get out of my position to save some money, right? So that person who I had an open mind to, okay, they saved me money. Now, I could also come into it where I could be like, well, I think your TA is a little bit too much on the Reddit side, and I really think the hedges look better right now. The hedges look like they know what they're talking about, and I could just stay with my opinion, right? But that does not mean I need to attack you and you need to attack me. That's just like, that's an educated conversation, right? It's education. That's what happens. So that's what how you should try to have conversation. And that's what the Discord is. Like, so we'll troll, we'll make fun of each other and stuff like that, but like, it's never like in an attacking way. And if you get to that point, you can just like leave and I'll just refund you your money. But like, yeah. So like I said, like I don't allow my son to do that. So I'm not going to allow adults to do that. You can play it safe like that on your options. you can. I see it. But that's the problem with not understanding them. So like, in my opinion, or just not understanding the stock really, or not understanding what's going on behind it, or if it's really strong, or having enough knowledge behind it. That's kind of the dangers. If you just don't know, if you're just kind of like throwing money and hoping for a home run, that's the concern. And if that's the case, you might just want to buy the stock. That's a safer play. And at that point, you might make more money on stock than going on the options route, depending on open interest and stuff like that. Balacious Barba. Yeah, Balacious Barba, you've been a really good member in the Discord, by the way. You've been a really solid member. I like when people join and they actually, like, contribute. I mean, most people do, but, like, I appreciate some of the stuff. Everyone in Discord is talking about ZOM right now. Let's look at ZOM. Yeah, I'm not adding ZOM here. Man, even if it, like, I don't even like adding it at the monthly level here, to be honest. I would wait. And I will wait. This is scary. X keeps bouncing, but man, it is scary where it's at. QS Quantumscape. It's getting killed. Would not touch it. Why did AMC cost to borrow a fee follower? Dude, the I borrow fee, dude, that is like beyond my understanding at this point. You know what I mean? We'll see here in a little bit though. I think this is gonna start going back up though. So what I think here, you can listen, not listen, whatever you want to do. So what I think personally is you're gonna start stagnating a little bit. What I want to see, this is what I want to see. I want to see some stagnation, consolidation, whatever you want to call it, whatever, right? And I think the fees gonna start bumping up. That would be really good. Because I don't think the catalysts are really till next week. You know what I mean? I think like the trade interview, the proxy vote, all that's next week. Also worth mentioning is like the Nasdaq. Nasdaq actually, it's perking up really good right now. About 2 hours left in the day. That's really good. But the other concern here is we get a push to here. If we push to here, I think we come down. And then we have the end of the month as well. So when is the end of the month? Is that Monday? I think Monday's the last day of the month. No, next Tuesday. No, well, next Monday is the monthly close. Okay, so monthly close is going to be big as well because typically we end the month pretty sideways. So I would anticipate we get a push up here and we end like right here. Pretty stagnant, really close to that level. I wouldn't think we pumped through it or anything like that. So just my opinion. And then maybe probably have a decent May or decent June. I would anticipate. We had a pretty rough May. I try to contribute in the Discord, even though I barely know what I'm talking about. But I'm there to learn. I thought you were gonna say something like you're retired or something, but no, like that's what I'm saying. Like most people are learning too, like in the Discord. Like you'll send me a chart that like it's something that I would be looking at. You know what I mean? Like it's like, hey, look, this is on its monthly level. It's on a big support, stuff like that. Like it's contribute. Like it's all good content, super good stuff. So I mean, I definitely appreciate it. You want to go live just now? Yeah, Trey went. Dude, Trey went live. Lost all my boys. I'm probably about to hop on and go eat some lunch. I'm pretty hungry. Crash incoming. It's hard to say. Dude, it is really funny though. Every time Trey goes live though, AMC does get hit. Like it has. I want to make a chart on it. I mean, you could make a case for Trey to just not go live. I'm just saying, like that every time he goes live, dude, it gets hit. It's tough. So some of you guys, if you paid for the Discord, I refunded you your money just because, yeah, I'm not taking it's full and $5 does not get you into the Discord. So, but it's full anyway. So if people are paying for it, like you're not going to get promoted. So, you know. Hedgie's watching. It would be totally possible. You just got to push below VWAP. So, like I said, what I want to see, you're probably going to see a touch like this, some downward, sideways. That's what you want to see. My opinion until end of the week. That's what I would love to see. I'm about to hop off, guys. I'll be in the Discord if you have any questions. It was a good stream. Good stream. Good questions and stuff. Only trade I'm in or got into was Gap. I like Gap a lot. I entered quite. I think I entered like 4,000 into it. I like it. Holding weekly right there. I like it a lot. It looks good. Gets above VWAP, we could run. I want to see a quick. It'll probably be a quick run to 34. I'll have to consider taking profits, but I honestly think this could run all the way through earnings. Like up, I think go through earnings and keep going up. It looks really strong. But if you're looking at stocks right now, what I'd be watching for is the Nasdaq for a potential dump in the day. Highly possible. But then again, also what you could suspect is we start getting a push in the day, like maybe here, get a push at like 13.9 and start pushing back down. Highly possible as well. That monthly needs to be retested. I don't think it's been tested at all this whole month. It hasn't. We broke down below it, and we haven't tested it what. So I'd be able to look out for that. Appreciate the love, guys. Have a good one.